So guys, we'll be needing the blockhead, or you can use any dummy of your choice. For this canvas blockhead, it's always wise to cover it with another nylon or see-through transparent nylon. But why we're using green plastic bag is that it just makes you to see the holes clearly than when you are using the just white dummy head. So I use my office pin to secure the Swiss lace on the canvas blockhead, and then I'm using my pins to secure. You can use any pins of your choice, but I preferably like using the office pin to secure it on my dummy or my canvas blockhead or whatever I'm using for ventilating. It just is easier and it doesn't like disturb my fingers when I'm working. Yeah, so you have to make sure to the pinch chest and be sure that your hair, your Swiss lace, I mean to say, isn't popping out. Because if your Swiss lace is not tight on your dummy, when you are trying to ventilate, it's going to, it's not going to be just be easier to. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just going to be difficult for you to work with. So use as many pins as possible as you can secure it with. And now this is for coupling your pin together. When the pin comes, it comes this way. This is a ventilating pin for who don't know, but it comes this way. So all you have to do is remove that head, and that your tiny ventilating pin, you are going to put it in the middle. Sometimes when this pin is very new, it may take a while for you to be able to, but you just have to force it and put it in the middle. Then you cover it just like to secure it, to make it tight to your ventilating pin. So for those who are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing to join the family. Yes, and for those who are subscribed, thank you so much. So when you are starting up, this is very important. Please pay attention. When you are starting up your air ventilation, I will really advise you don't pack a lot of hairs. Please don't. And then you can see I'll come back to what I'm doing, but you can see the direction of this lace. The lace is going down. I don't know, like you can see the vertical parts is going down. Make sure that's the direction your lace is facing. Then I showed this instance that sometimes when you are starting up, you can just see that especially when you are using braiding hair, this is braiding hair. You can see that I will use human hair later on. You can see that sometimes your hair will just be breaking. Sometimes this is very, very confusing, especially when you are just starting out. You have followed all the processes and it's still breaking. Guys, there are two things that can assist. Number one is the friction in between, like maybe you are holding either your left hand, because I'm using my left hand to secure the other braiding hair. Maybe you are holding it just too tight. When you are holding your braiding hair, what you have to do is that is just to find the rhythm. You have to hold your braiding hair tight, but not too tight that the hairs that want to come out will not be able to come out. I don't know how this is going to make sense, but you have to hold it, but not too tight to the point that the hair can, because you know that when you are ventilating, you have to bring out some strands of hair. Sorry about the noise. You have to bring out some strands of hair. So those strands are supposed to leave that your left hand should be free enough to leave your left hand. I don't know if this makes sense, but that's to the point I can actually explain that. Then number two, when you are ventilating, please don't use lush attachments. Please, it's just going to frustrate you more. And there's a video I'm going to link in the description box of my video. I'm going to link a trick that you can also do just to avoid breakage of your braiding hair. Look, when I didn't really understand, I was so frustrated because I was just like, why is this thing breaking? I've been ventilating for some time now, but it was still breaking. not knowing that it was the attachment and there was also a trick I could have used to make my ventilation easier. So if you're interested in that trick, make sure you check in my description box. And also, guys, if you also know another trick other than that one, please drop it down in the comment section below. Yeah, thank you. And it's also important that when you are ventilating, you pull, you pull your hair that you have already ventilated just to secure the nose. So, guys, this is me using a human hair bundle just for the purpose of this video. Using a human hair bundle so that you can see how the process. I first of all cut off the weft. Don't mind my rusted scissors. I first of all cut off the roof and I'm removing those short hairs. Guys, you also want to remove your short hairs as much as possible. And when you make a mistake ventilating, all you have to do is just pull the hair and it's going to come out. So it's not like it's a death sentence. You have to start all over again. Then, when you just start off ventilating, I will advise you put your hairs into half, like bend it into two equal halves because you are just starting off and it's going to be a little tricky. So just divide your hair into two equal halves like that. U curve, it should be into two equal halves just to make it easier for you. Then when you are ventilating with human hair, I will also advise that you do the double knotting. When you use single knotting, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that single knotting is bad, but when you use the single knotting for your human hair bundles, at the end of the day, there are some closures that you may see after they have been known for like a month or two. You start seeing hairs at the bottom, like when you pull your cap, the bottom of the lace, you start seeing hairs jumping out. Like that's not what you want. That's not what you want for your brand or for your clients. So I would really like to put this out there for even people who are already like into ventilation, like into it, please. Double knotting is just better. Whether double knotting, double split knot, double I've forgotten it just flew the names just flew out of my I don't know if it's at the tip I beg I don't I just forgot the names, but it's always advisable to use double knotting. Double knotting. No matter the ventilating style that you are using. Always try to use double knotting method because it will just save you stress at the long run. It takes more time, but when you see your work, you are going to really love it. And yeah, when you are also ventilating, there's this, let me say, positioning of your fingers. It's it's what we don't really talk about, but your finger also does a lot of job or gets the work done. That's the pulling, please, guys. Don't ever forget to pull so that your knots can look as tight as possible. Yeah, if you are still watching, thank you for watching. So this is me trying to show you the finger method. Look at how I'm holding my pin. That's a very wrong way of holding your pin because it's going to cause tension. This is my center. Some people use their pointer finger to do what I'm doing, but I love to use the longest finger in your palm. I don't know what it's called, but it just in a way that's what directs my pin in the movements. I don't know how to say it. Like that finger is just what directs it, and yeah, that's practically what I can say about that. You just have to make sure that is securing so that at the end of the day, your entire palm does not end up hurting. So I use that is my three fingers, most of my three fingers that work here. I use that long finger, I also use the pointer finger, and I use my thumb too, just to direct my ventilating pin. Yes, I think that's practically it. If you also have other um additions to the video or other suggestions, I will appreciate it if you drop it in the comment section. Other than that, I'll just leave you guys to like watch it and learn. And I hope that you are learning every day in your ventilation journey. And if there are other lessons, you can do well to drop it in the comment section. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing and please like the video and make sure you share it to somebody who's starting out or somebody who actually needs this. Yeah, and that's it. Bye, guys.